If you're craving takeout, but you want something that's healthier and cheaper than this week's segment of In the Kitchen with Krystal is for you. I'm Krystal Taylor, the owner and CEO of Fitness is Not a Game, and today we are making Korean beef bowls. Look, and we're gonna make it a little spicy because I like a little kick. So before we get started, cheers. If you hear say, hey, catching this on replay, then type replay in the chat. So since we're making a bowl, our base is going to be a rice. I already have my rice cooking. You can use whatever rice you want, whether it's jasmine rice, brown rice, long grain white. I'm just using regular long grain white. That's cooking on the stove. So let's get ready to get the meat started. So it's called Korean beef, but you can also use ground turkey. And if you picked up on that, we're using ground meat as opposed to like a flank steak or anything like that. So for this, I'm going to go ahead and heat up my pan. And you can use any type of oil that you want, if you want an oil at all. But since we're making a Korean dish, I'm going to use a little bit of sesame seed oil in the pan. And I'm going to cook into the meat to add a little extra flavor. So I'm just doing a little dash. Now I tell you, if you're using this sesame seed oil, don't get too ambitious because it will completely overpower what you have. But the goal is just to have some of the flavor. All right. What we're also adding is ginger. No, this is not ginger. This is garlic. So you can mix your own garlic, but I just like to buy minced garlic because part of In the Kitchen with Krystal is to show you how to make healthier meals that are quick and easy. So I like to give you all some workarounds and some shortcuts, right? Because too many people, say that they don't cook because it can take them too long, right? So instead of doing all the extra stuff, let's just find easier ways. Now, my other go-to, I feel like whenever I'm making any Asian meals, I gotta add garlic and ginger together. You're gonna put this in there. You can use you can grate you some ginger if you want to, but I like the garlic paste because it has a lot more flavor to it. And you can use ground ginger if you want. Either one is fine, but for me, I like the ground ginger because it smells amazing already. So did that so that we can cook this ground turkey right into it. Add that flavor because that's another thing that a lot of people do. Goodness, this smells amazing already. Is that they will try to season the meat after they cook it. Nah, man, let's cook the seasoning into the doggone meat. If I can get this open, so I'm just gonna put this ground turkey in here with a little bit of sesame seed oil, some ground ginger, and ginger paste. And then some minced garlic. All right. Now, if you want to, you can add a little extra seasoning to it. Like if you want to add some salt and pepper. I don't feel like we need to do all of that. And honestly, I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. They try to use salt with all the things. You don't need all that doggone salt, fam. All right. We're going to crunch this up. Eat a little hot. And this is small as possible. I can't stand when I'm like doing ground turkey or something that's like a big old clump. I don't know how gonna break this up. And I tell you, this little contraption, this little gadget to brown the meat, baby, with a crumb of meat. Where has this thing been all my life? Let me know if you have one. Like I had seen a few of my friends with it. And I was like, what is that? I didn't even know they made it until I saw my friends. And I was like, okay, let me head to the store and get me one. And I'm so glad I did. All right, so I'm cooking this in here. It smells good, but I think I want a little more. So I'm going to add a little more a little more ginger. Just a little. And then I'm going to add a little more garlic. Add a little more flavor, because why not? Why not? We're supposed to enjoy this to the fullest. Let me see. Sesame oil isn't overpowering it, so I'm going to add just a little bit more. Because when I tell y'all, baby, the first time I tried this sesame seed oil, and I tell y'all, I learned my lesson really quickly. Like, ma'am, use it sparingly. So mixing this all up. And while this is browning, we're going to make the sauce that we're going to put on this. And y'all, this is going to be so quick, super easy, so that you can save your money, your time, probably some calories, probably some sodium, all the things. Okay, that's good. Let me clean off, because whenever we cook with raw meat, gotta make sure we're staying healthy, right? Gotta make sure we're staying healthy. All right, so we're gonna make this sauce up. The sauce is gonna be really quick and easy. Just gonna be the basics. But like I said, we're gonna make it a little spicy, add a little kick to it, because to me, the spicier the better. Always, 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 always. I like it for my lips to burn a little bit. You know how they get that little tingle? That's what I'm looking for with my meals. Now, you decide what temperature you like for yours. But for me, let me tell you this. If I'm ever with you and you cooking for me and you say, Krystal, you want this spicy? I'm going to tell you stop wasting your breath and just say, let me add some spice for her. Okay? All right. So, get my tablespoon for this sauce. I'm going to go ahead, since I have to stick this in here. We're going to use brown sugar. You can use honey or brown sugar, but we're just going to do a tablespoon of brown sugar. Tablespoon. All right. Then we're going to do a tablespoon of some vinegar. I wish I had rice vinegar. It's better, but you can still use regular vinegar too. Get us a little vinegar up in there. Then we're going to add us like a tablespoon of sriracha. So I like the flavor and the heat. Yeah. Then, now we're going to ramp it up. Oh, that smells good already. Get us like 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Honestly, I think I just want to probably put all this. I'm just going to put all that in there. Because why not, right? Don't get rid of that. Then we're going to get us 2 tablespoons of some broth, right? Because we're making a sauce. Let me get this going. This smells so good already. Let me know if you've ever made this before at home. Is this a traditional, typical meal, I should say, that you would order from the Chinese restaurants? Now, see, I'm from East St. Louis. I'm from the boogie. When we get our food, our rice, our Chinese food, we call them the rice houses. But, when I'm here in Chicago, I do go to the Chinese restaurants. All right, so we're using 2 tablespoons of chicken broth. You can use vegetable broth. But again, trying to make the better decision. So I got a reduced sodium. You can't really see that, but it's a reduced sodium whenever you get a chance, right? Because the whole goal is to make healthier decisions when you can. I thought I had my whisk in here, but it is obviously dirty. So we're going to stir this up a little bit. Get this sauce going. And you know what? Honestly, as I found my chili paste, add even more of a little kick. Let me see what I think about this sauce as is. That's good. But I am going to add a little bit of this chili paste just to get it a little warmer. Just look. Do like a teaspoon. A little bit. I told y'all I like spice. I don't know. Let me know if you're a spicy guy or girl too. And spice is just good. Now I'll tell you, when I was in, I think it was Ghana and in Egypt, over in Africa, period. They were like, "Oh yeah, you are definitely one of us because you can handle the spices." Like they were like, "Are you a dragon?" I am not. However, I do love the spice. Look at that. turkey is already browned up good. So now I'm gonna put the sauce up in here. Let it cook into it even more. Let it simmer. The rice is up. My rice is done. Hey, man. Then we just gonna go ahead and cut up our toppings that are gonna go on top of it while this is simmering and getting even more flavors up in there. I'm excited. And this is quick. Y'all see how outside of the rice, and the rice only takes about 15 to 20 minutes anyway. Outside of the rice, we basically have everything done in like 10 minutes. So that means you could easily, make it for your whole family, or this can be for you for a couple days, right? So within the kitchen here, when we talk about meal prep, it's not about feeling as if you have to prep all the meals for all the week and anything like that. Meal prep is honestly just about having a next meal prepared, meal or snack. And so one of my favorite ways to meal prep is to just make more, right? So I'm gonna let this simmer down a little bit as we get the toppings ready. So you can play around with your toppings, whatever you want. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a little bit of carrot. I'm going to put, because we want it to be nice and light and fresh, right? So we're going to do a little carrot. We're going to do a little bit of cucumber. I'm going to do some sesame seed to make it look pretty. And even put a little bit of avocado, because why not? And then some green onion. And that's it, that's all. And honestly, I'm shredding my carrot, but I was going to dice it, like cut it up to bring in it. But an easier way, again, we talk about shortcuts around here, is to just use the shredder. So I'm going to hold off on that and get my cucumber ready to slice up. Because we're just going to put this on the side and get it all pretty. All right, give me a little bit of that. Where's my knife? Chop off those ends. Put that over there. And that is cooking really nicely already. I hear it simmering up. Well, I was going to say simmering up. Simmering down. Simmer down. Simmer down. So I'm just going to slice these really thin. I think I might chop it. Let's see. Because that's pretty. And so crisp. I'll tell people all the time, if you struggle with water, cucumber can be your friend. One, it adds, it's crazy how much flavor it adds to the water. Even though when you just eat it sort of always says like the step kid in the salads. Most people are like, I can't even really taste it. However, you put it in some water, baby, it takes over and it's amazing. And also, since it's so full of water, if you struggle with drinking water, eat your water. Ta-ta! Extra tip for you. So now I just got a little green onion, slicing that up. And then, because this is basically done, we're about to start plating it. Because this is simmering. Oh, the sauce, the meat is looking good. It's smelling even better. Yeah. Get my bowl and get ready to start plating in 15 minutes, y'all. Don't tell me you ain't got 15 minutes to prep a few meals. Like I said, or to cook for the famo. Either one, however you want to do it. But this is, oh, so excited. All right, let me get my bowl. Get my big pretty bowl. Get my rice. Ooh. There we go. Let that keep on cooking just because why not? I'm like it's gonna overcook. Got me some rice, nice and flaky. Yeah. And y'all, rice is not a bad thing. Y'all be thinking that you can't eat carbs and yada, yada, yada. Now, yes, this is a refined carb, so you're not going to get like all the energy that you typically would from your good complex carbs, but it's okay to have some here and there. The whole goal is to make better decisions when you can, right? Okay, so got that going. That's done. Gonna get my meat, put that on top. Y'all, because again, why not get a little bit of this little juicy juice and drizzle that on there. Put that back to the side. We're gonna put our cucumbers to the side. Gonna shred our carrots on the other side. Again, I'm just using my little shredder. Some of the carrots trying to jump on the floor, but that's all right. You can stay down there if you want to. But I got enough. A few of them down there. Ooh, show me some carrots. Then we just gonna make it look pretty. Oh, and I got something else. Oh, I told y'all we're gonna use a little avocado. Put that on there. All right, got my little shredded carrots on the side. I'm gonna sprinkle my green onions on here. And then I said we're gonna get us a little bit of sesame seed. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do that last. Because I like how sesame seed looks on the top. Cut up this here cucumber. This is not a cucumber. Avocado. Oh, I must have looked at the cucumber. My goodness, come on, be good for me. Avocado, be good to me. And we will allow it. Yes, we shall. Slice up our cucumber. Why do I keep calling this a cucumber? As much as I love me some avocado. Stop playing. Put my avocado on there. Yeah. And then I am just going to sprinkle it with some sesame seeds. And y'all, 15 minutes, less than 20. Meal is done. Done. And then that's even quicker than they could even deliver it to your house. Damn. You can save time. You can save gas, money, all the things. Just by throwing this together real quick in your own house. Look at that. And control all of the ingredients to make sure you're not getting too much sodium. Because again, we use reduced sodium broth, reduced sodium, what's that stuff? Soy sauce. Look. Ta-da. You're done in 15 minutes. And she is pretty. Her pretty. Look at her. All right. Well, pretty don't matter. Let's see what she tastes like. So, I got to get a little bit of everything. So I got my avocado, my meat. Give me some of this here onion. I like the onions. Let's see. Carrot. Come on, carrot. And some cucumber. Get my cucumber. I think I'm getting a little bit of everything. I think I got it all. Let's taste and let's see. Oh, so the sauce that we made, because we put a little brown sugar in there, plus I put sriracha and the chili paste, got sweet and spice with it. The freshness of the cucumbers and the carrots. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Use ground turkey instead of ground beef. Saving calories. Saving all that extra fat. Look, I love a good meal. That's a shame. One more bite, y'all. I apologize, but it's good. I love a meal that is filling, but it's still light. It does not feel like you're eating something that's going to make you feel heavy. So you feel satisfied, but you still have the energy to get through your day. So, this is a winner. I'm going to let y'all go so I can demolish this for my lunch. So we were in the kitchen, and I say were in the kitchen because it's been less than 20 minutes and we already made our Korean beef bowls with just use the base of our rice. For our meat, we cooked in some sesame oil, some garlic, and some ginger into the meat to add that good flavor. Then we made a sauce where we used a little vinegar, some brown sugar, some soy sauce, some sriracha, some broth, and I added a little bit more of my chili paste just to add a little bit of a kick. Put that on top of cook that into the meat, let it make its own sauce. And then we just made our bowls. Our rice with our meat has all the flavor to it. Put a little cucumber and carrots on the side. And then I topped mine with some green onions, some avocado, some sesame seeds. But you can also use kimchi or anything else that you might want to top yours with. So I hope you enjoyed this segment. I hope you make this. And when you do make it, please make sure to tag me at Fitness is Not a Game on all the things, because I want to see your reaction, how you made yours, because maybe I can get some tips from you as well. So I hope you enjoyed this segment where we were in the kitchen making Korean beef bowls. If you have to go outside and be out in these streets, please be safe, because I want you healthy. I want you happy. I want you here. And I can't wait to see you in our next segment. All right, keep drinking your water, and I will see you next time. Bye.